Hey guys, Aaron Bacon here again. I'm here to show you one of the most useful slap bass tricks that I've ever learned. It's probably the thing that helped me to be able to adapt slap bass playing to all the other bass playing that I've been doing. Which at this point in my bands, I probably play like 85% slap bass. And the way that I came about that was by really wanting to be able to play everything that I could do fingerstyle. I wanted to be able to play it slap bass. Now there's obvious limitations on slap bass, which I'll cover in my other video about the limitations of slap bass, but the trick I want to show you, I call it slap bass right hand permutations. And it's really not that hard of a concept, and it really lets you do the different rhythms in any position. Sometimes when I'm doing a position, I find, oh, I can only do that rhythm if I start on a downstroke. But that time I started with my pop. So that's basically the trick. I want you to do these exercises 3 or 4 notes per string. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you do that. Now all of that I was starting with my thumb on my downstroke. If there's only 3 strokes here, I'm going down with my thumb, up with my thumb, pop with my index. Now I'm going to try and do the same thing, starting with the pop, because it finds a different bit of a feel, because the pop's a little bit more aggressive than the downstroke, but that's also something you want to be able to control your dynamics on each of these different hits, because they kind of naturally have their own dynamics, but you don't want to be limited to those. You want to be able to adapt them. You want to be able to do a soft pop and a hard slap, and so on. If you do the same thing, starting with the pop, that's all starting with the pop. Now one of the coolest ones that I like is the one where you're starting with the upstroke on the middle, because that allows you to put the rhythms in between. That's really the one that kind of opens up the displacement, if you will, to go from to. Here I'm starting with my up on the thumb and then going pop and then doing another slap. And I'm doing all of this on one string. So this permutation, I think, is so useful, and it's when you come into the different situations where you're actually trying to adapt something to slap bass, and you go, oh, you know, there's this. That's a riff from one of my songs that I play, and it has this triplet in it. Now I don't do that, well, I do it that way just to get them extra easy and clean, but naturally, when I was first doing it, it started on the upstroke, because that's just where I landed in the beat, so that I could keep my hand moving without it stopping. Now when I do it, I start it. I started with a downstroke, but in the context of the rhythm, if I wanted to just keep my hand going on that steady 8th note rhythm, which is what you want to do as much as you can, it landed on the upstroke. And only that last one was on a down naturally. So I encourage you to take some of your favorite metal songs and cover them, trying to learn this. and let me know what you think. Let me know how if you had success or if it was hard for you, if you get the hang of these permutations, and if you find cool different applications for them. If there's a cool riff in a song that you like, maybe you want to see me try and do it, and maybe I'll try and do it for you. Let me know. But really, that's all I wanted to say, is because that's just one of the most essential bass techniques for this type of slap bass playing that I've found is this permutation. So down, up, pop, 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 and then up, pop, down, up, pop, down. And then starting with the pop. So that was all just starting with the pop. Pop, down, up, pop, down, up, pop, down, up. You can do it if you want to add another one, you do it with the 2 fingers. Pop, pop, down, up, pop, pop, down, up, pop, pop, down, up, pop, pop, down, up. Down, up, pop, pop, down, up, pop, pop, down, up, pop, pop. Up, pop, pop, down, up, pop, pop, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, pop, pop, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, pop, pop, down. Up, pop, pop, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then finally, again, starting with the last one. Pop, down, up, pop, pop, down, up, pop, pop, down, up, pop, pop, down, up, pop. It ends up being the same, but when you're thinking of the count and the downbeat, it ends up being different. It's a really cool technique to do displacement. If you're really innovative with it, you can start doing some kind of polyrhythm stuff with it. It's a little bit tricky to do that, but you know, maybe we'll do another video about that some other time if you guys want to see that. In the meantime, I hope you liked what I had to say. See you next time. I'm Aaron. So if you liked what I had to say on my channel, liked my videos, don't forget to give me a subscribe, hit that like button, give me a share, you know, spread the word, make it good. See you later.